Hello friends! A few days ago I showed you my garden starts for the year, and I thought today it's a beautiful warm sunny day. May as well show you the rest of the garden, but it's been a few days, so I'm going to show you the starts again first, and then we'll go outside and check out the rest of the gardening projects I've got going on. Alright, the tomatoes are going strong. If you look, see there's a third seed there. That was a mistake. It was supposed to go probably in this one that only had one sprout. And then over here we got 4 sprouts. I don't think that 5th one there is gonna grow. But these are the tomatoes, in case you forgot or didn't see that video. I've got 10 mortgage lifter tomatoes that I planted in 10 little pots, but 9 have sprouted so far. I've also got Pink Dandelion is what these, let's see, these 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so far 2 have sprouted. We got a second sprout there, and there's the first one we had, and then just these 2, just that one and that one, are California poppies, and this second one started to sprout finally. So I'm quite excited for that. And the other one's going strong. Alright, let's go check out what we got going outside. My neighbor's doing work in his garage, so if you hear a loud noise, sorry, that's what that is. We got the 2 pink dandelions I just harvested the seeds from. Strawberries galore. Over here, strawberries. These 2 are fruit trees. I don't know if they're gonna grow or not, but we'll see. Candy planted the pits last fall. And then we've got, these are like a really big daffodil, and I planted them in December. And that one there is another one I planted in December, big daffodil. Here we've got grape hyacinths in the 2 corners. In the other 2 corners I did tulips. One is sprouting, the other one hasn't. I don't know what happened. And then here in the center we've got a little daffodil growing. I love those grape hyacinths. And then let's see, we got, these are just, we're storing iris bulbs in there and in that one. And then this one, I forget what it is, but it pretty much died, it looked like, but we might have some life in those little purple spots. So we're watering it and seeing if it'll come back. And then, let's see, more strawberries. This is a red hot fire poker. It's really beautiful when it blooms. It nearly died over the winter. It got bone dry, and so I'm watering it and hoping it'll come back to life. It looks like there's some green. And we've got more strawberries, more irises, some bigger irises, some wild lettuce that just decided to grow in that pot. We just keep watering it. I don't know why. Need to clear those weeds out. And then here we got one more grape hyacinths that I just had extra, so I just threw it in an extra pot. Over here more strawberries and a couple of irises there, and a whole bunch of strawberries here. I forget what that plant is, but it looks like it died. We'll see if anything pops up again. It was something with a bulb. More strawberries, more weeds. Prickly lettuce, I think is what it's called. A lot of weeds back there. I do have a couple grape hyacinths, I think, coming up, or it might be rain lily. I planted both in this area a few years ago. Haven't had them in here in a while, but decided to sprout this year, I guess. And then this one too, I believe, is one of those grape hyacinths. And there's a little grape hyacinth. And then we've got strawberries and weeds I need to clear out now that it's warm. Our little rose bush starting to get some fresh leaves going on it. And This little red tree that we just broke a cutting off of a plant out in the city. Brought it home and rooted it and got it growing. And then more strawberries. Last year's tomato that's just an empty bucket now. Back here we got a strawberry or a raspberry bush, but I don't know. It did really good last year, but I don't see any new sprouts on it this year, so I don't know if it just died over the winter or it's just taking its time coming back. And our lovely grape bush, it struggled last year. It made a lot of grapes, and then the paper wasps got to all the grapes and we didn't really get to enjoy very many of the grapes. Darn it. Tried wasp traps and everything, and they just sucked all the juice out of the grapes. And then out here we've got our little tree, and mostly an iris bed. They're like purple, dark purple irises, I believe. And we got several actually tulip. That's a tulip there, and there's a few tulips there that survived getting dug out last year. And whatever that plant is, I forget, that beautiful little flower. Let me get close. Ooh. Yeah, I really like that flower. It's been blooming since January. And then let's see, over there I found another daffodil that survived getting pulled out last year, because we're trying to get it so it's only purple plants in here. So we pulled everything out last year, but life finds a way, as they say in Jurassic Park. Oh yeah, I almost forgot up here. These, we had mint growing in them. It looks like most of the mint has survived. Even if it didn't, if you just start watering it, there's seeds in there. It'll start growing back. It's very weedy. That's why we've got them in those pots. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing. I'd appreciate the support. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.